Hey Mandi Maniacs!
Hi everybody!
So today we are doing a coffee review for you guys. Another one by Founding Fathers, hopefully another good one. So far I have yet to be disappointed by them. See if that streak continues. This one is Valley Forge Vanilla.
Ooh, vanilla, that's what I smelled.
Yeah, it does smell like vanilla.
Mm-hmm. I could smell it when you were making it.
Oh yeah, that's a nice
Yeah,
smell.
definitely vanilla.
Ooh, hot.
I know, I burnt the roof of my mouth, so everything is like super hot.
I know, I always usually wait for coffee to cool down. It's smooth, very smooth.
Mm-hmm. It has the vanilla notes.
Yeah, I definitely taste vanilla.
Yeah, and it's very robust.
Yep.
Just a very robust, good coffee.
Ah, it says sweet and velvety. It's exactly that.
That's true. That's true. It's,
I'm not sure what the Valley Forge is about, but,
well, Valley Forge is where George Washington, remember? You don't, Valley Forge, that's where...
Where? Like in Virginia?
When all his men, it was that winter where they were, his men were dying and they didn't have shoes and they were still running through the snow and everything else, the Battle of Valley Forge. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was what Valley Forge was.
Valley Forge, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
I did hear about that, I just didn't know the name of that.
Yep. George Washington.
I like George
Amazing
Washington.
president.
He was, wow.
Yeah.
He was, you guys, if you don't know history, I'm not a huge history buff, as obviously I didn't know what Valley Forge was, but you guys should honestly read about George Washington. The guy was an inspiration. More than just being a president, I don't know if you know this, he also was, I think, a general? A general.
General George Washington.
And he didn't send his men into battle like a war pig. No, oops, maybe I shouldn't go political. He led his men right at the front.
They loved him. I'm sorry, I don't know too many people I'd be walking barefoot through the snow and, you know.
And I mean, he went right at the front of the pack. He's like, no one should go into battle and die. And if I send them there, I should lead them. Like, well.
Yes. And I think that the whole thing is he very patriotic, believed in this country, loved this country, and...
He was a badass.
He was a badass. Where are all these types of presidents in our day? Yeah.
Where are all these types of guys in general? Benjamin Franklin ain't bad either.
I mean, he's kind of like, you know, Patton was, you know, too.
I don't know who Patton is.
General George Patton. Oh, he gave that speech to his men about, you know, don't be little cowards and...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and his men followed him too. Because he
that
motivated
was
them.
General Ely?
No, that was Patton.
Oh,
yeah,
the southern one.
Lot of strong men in the history of this country that really believed in this country, and here we're giving a coffee review for crying out loud.
I'll show you guys the picture so you can kind of get inspired.
Right. So yes, very good.
Very cool.
And what does that say? 50 what?
50% of our profits support American military families.
Oh, that's right.
Cute. And there's a soldier with his baby.
Too cool.
I'm like looking over the top. Oh gosh.
Yes.
Good cup of coffee.
Good cup of coffee. 3 great people on the
Now that we know who the third one was, we couldn't figure it out at first. We're like George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and then we found out who it was.
Thomas Jefferson, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or no, John
Adams.
No, Thomas.
Was it Thomas Jefferson? Does anyone know?
I don't know. Not remembering.
Those people in white wigs, they all look alike. Oh, I probably shouldn't say that. That might be some kind of woke thing you shouldn't do.
I think they figured out by now we're not woke.
Okay, so anyway, I'll have to look it up. I forgot my glasses, so.
And
I don't know.
I don't know, honestly.
It's either Thomas Jefferson or
George Washington's easy to recognize.
Yes.
So is Benjamin Franklin, but I don't know on that one. Or is it John Hancock?
I don't know. It looks like Thomas Jefferson, but I could be wrong.
But he had more of a like triangular wig.
I don't know.
I thought.
Well, maybe he got a haircut.
I don't think that's their hair.
All right, back to the coffee
Like
again.
mine.
Yes. So, back to the coffee. Valley Forge Vanilla by Founding Fathers. Select. Very good.
It's amazing.
3
out of 3 so far.
They haven't disappointed us.
My only disappointment is that they don't have more flavors.
That's true. But it's fantastic. Great cup of coffee.
It's amazing.
She likes hers with
They
cream.
need to make a pumpkin because, you know, like Black Rifle, they're great, but their flavored coffees are terrible. Mm-hmm. They claim they're a flavor, and no, they're not.
They're pretty light on the flavor.
Whereas these guys, I feel like if they made a pumpkin spice, they would really bring the pumpkin spice.
Oh, that's true. Maybe so. But her doing the cream, I do it
black.
black.
So you guys are getting both perspectives because I do mine with cream. She does hers black. Mm-hmm. So it kind of gives you both.
Yes, and I can taste the vanilla. And it's a very good cup of coffee. It's not thin.
It's not weak.
It's not weak at all. And this is a medium roast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very, very good. And like they said, I wouldn't say sweet. Sweet? Did you get a sweet note off of it?
I do a bit, but to be fair, I take the cream in my coffee, so that might...
Yeah, I'm just a really good cup of coffee with that touch of vanilla. It's delicious.
And like the sweet, it's not like a cappuccino where you're like, oh, it's like a very mild sweetness, almost a back note.
Right.
You know, it's not that really sweet.
True. So, in the comments, let us know if you know who the third one is. Yeah.
Or is it Quincy?
No, it's not Quincy.
Quincy was trying to sound smart.
No, it's definitely not Quincy. So, anyway,
you're like,
so I'm giving it a 5.
I would give it a 5 too. It's amazing.
Fantastic cup of coffee again by Founding Fathers. So
I think it's great. If you guys know where they have more flavors or if it's just the 4,
we'll have to go online.
Let us know because it's amazing. And it's crazy. Their coffee's pretty cheap compared to everybody else, and they have the best coffee I've tried. I know in the comments people have said try
Death Wish. So
we'll have to see how that stacks up. So far, Founding Fathers is my favorite coffee of all coffees. For me, it's better than Starbucks and Black Rifle even.
Yes.
And those two were like my favorite, neck and neck. But I have to say, I do prefer Founding Fathers.
I agree. I put them at the top of the list too. Mm-hmm. Very good. Good value. Good principles.
Amazing coffee.
Great tasting coffee. What more can you ask for?
Yeah. And it's not even just like, it's the company you want to like, but beyond that, it's just genuinely great coffee. Because like Blackout is the company you want to like, and they're the worst coffee I've ever had in my life.
I wouldn't say that.
It's not even coffee. It's
come on,
water
we
with
had
some food
Green
coloring.
Mountain or whatever, and now that is.
At least it had flavor.
I don't know. It's kind of.
It wasn't a good flavor.
I think Blackout coffee is probably better in a fresh ground brewed.
No,
instead.
I watched reviews on that, and they all said it was awful too.
Oh.
And this one guy, he's like, I really wanted to like them, but there's no coffee in this water.
Well, eventually we will try it in a coffee pot once we get that.
I'd rather try a new flavor of Green Mountain.
I don't know. I don't have a problem with Black Rifle, I think, or with.
For me, the Blackout. 3 greats are Founding Fathers, Starbucks, and Black Rifle.
Yeah, I like all those, but I'm not gonna rule out Blackout.
I am because we tried like 5 flavors, and all of them tasted like warm water.
They're not very strong.
They're gross.
In a K-cup.
And they charge more than everybody.
Yeah, but they're in a... Well, we ordered it a bunch online, I think, didn't we?
Yeah, for their better price. Because they don't sell them in store, thank God. Walmart
they don't?
doesn't sell that garbage.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I looked because I'd point them out and say, ew. Like I did with the Pringles. That short. The Philly cheesesteak Pringles.
Yeah. So, 5?
5 for sure.
Perfect.
They're amazing.
Before these people go crazy with us going off into different tangents.
Hey, that makes it interesting, right?
Get right.
Have a great one, guys.
Bye.
Keep on creeping.